How's it hanging, fellas? I'm OrosZ, and this is another episode of YAKUZA 0, and in today's episode, I think we have to talk to Sagawa, but the deal is, I don't know what the fuck I was doing. Oh look, a rich person. Gotta fucking kill the rich. So here's the deal, I haven't played this in a week. I was recording Half-Life for the past week, and I don't remember what I left on. I actually did rewatch the last episode because when I turned the game on, Majima just showed up running in a cutscene. And I was like, oh shit, did I forget to save the game last episode? Will I have to redo the entire episode again before I fucking start recording today? But that wasn't the case. But I do think there's not much to do. I'm gonna have like a little stroll on this side of the island. I don't wanna walk around the whole city today, but I don't know, maybe something will come to my mind when I fucking do this shit. I haven't been watching any movies recently. I think I told about pretty much every movie I've been watching in the Half-Life episode. I watched RoboCop, really good, the first one. I heard the second one is like not as good. It's like still okay, but not as good. But I don't know, if it's not as good, then I ain't gonna waste my time with it, whatever. I don't think there's anything. Just progress with the main missions. And Truman Show, which is a great fucking film. I loved every fucking little bit about it. Except for maybe Jim Carrey. Because I feel like every fucking time he did something weird, I thought he was going to like go full Jim Carrey, but he only did that once when he was driving a car and he was like freaking out. But I don't know. Like, I like Jim Carrey, right? But just like I didn't really seem like Truman was genuinely like going insane or whatever the fuck was the point of the movie. Yeah, the Monster Energy never fucking ends. I'm set. Well, I guess I am. Ah man, I woke up pretty late today. I don't know why. I forgot to fucking turn on the It's strange, my phone ran out of battery. How the fuck did it happen? I'm trying to remind myself the chain of events that led to me sleeping late. So my phone ran out of battery and I left it to charge, but I never turned it back on. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna see when I'll wake up without a fucking alarm clock this time around. But my phone still fucking alarmed me. Except it used like a slightly quieter... less fucking annoying sound. And then when I woke up, the phone was on. It was weird, I don't know, to be honest. Wait, where are we? This is a great mission, by the way. I know exactly where we are. We're kind of in like Chinatown or something. There's been no, I forgot to watch the rest of Realms Deep. Fuck. I only watched the first day. So during the first day at least, they announced a new collaboration to Postal 4. There was an announcement about Postal 4, I think going into beta. Because so far it was an alpha, so now it's supposed to be in beta. Which I hope it fucking means that you can actually beat the game now. I imagine old ladies think Saga was pretty hot. I like his haircut, you know? It's like probably what I'll end up looking like when I'll be old with that hair.
Makoto.
We're going in. That's where Saga was. No wait, not Saga, but Sera. That's where Sera's hanging out. Because apparently Sera has some connections to the Triads, and this is a Triad run place, I believe. I ain't sure, but this is certainly a fucking awesome mission. And the last announcement that, you know what, all these games they've shown on Realms Deep, I don't want to be a dick, but I felt like they all looked the fucking same, man. They were all going for the same exact style. of this low poly, blocky first-person shooter with like really fluent, fast controls. And Postal announced something too. Postal brain damage is exactly that. Postal's take on that. Where, you know, where you can like run around with these low poly guns, shoot people. You can also piss on them. You have a shovel you can bash people's heads with. Looks like you couldn't Postal. I'd love to record Postal, but I don't even have the game. I would have to ask my friend who I borrowed the game from one time if I could borrow it again. But man, I haven't talked to that friend in like a couple of years. Actually, this is not true. I haven't like properly fucking met with him and talked with him in maybe a couple of years. But like met him, I did here and there, and we would like exchange like what's up. Like talked for 5 minutes, and either one of us said like, you know what, I'm kind of busy right now. We should meet up some other time. So are these guys like the White Glove Society in New Vegas or something? They're like cultists. Find Makoto. Beat the shit out of people. Ah, fuck, this might not be the best fighting style for this area. But fuck it. Bastard skulls with the bat. I'm still kinda disappointed you never like upgrade the bat. Fuck. I'm really starting to heavily doubt if I will be able to. I mean, they did like no damage to me. Or maybe it's because I'm gaining them the health back when I defeat enemies. Which is always a fucking awesome ability, whatever involves getting health back. What the fuck did you just do? Shit, I keep bouncing off walls. This is kind of like the funeral mission we did, not the funeral mission. Remember in Yakuza 1, Yakuza Kiwami, there was the funeral mission, which I thought was the best mission in the game. It was my favorite, I think. It was pretty close to the beginning too. Anyway, but a couple of episodes ago, we did another mission where we went to Tojo Clan with Kiryu. Why do I keep doing that? That one where I keep fucking bouncing off of walls. I think I'm doing too many square hits. No, I'm not doing enough square hits. There we go, that's what I meant to do. This one doesn't bounce off of walls, so I think this is the best one to keep doing. Not only you can rack up so many hits, I upgraded that attack too, so racking up even more hits than I usually do. But it doesn't bounce off of walls. So anyway, Postal's getting a new game. I guess if I talk to that friend, I could get Postal too and maybe play that and make a let's play out of it. I started finally, when I'm making this episode, Half-Life 1, Episode 1 is out. What did I call the episode 1? Black Mesa Incident. Because I think that in Half-Life 2 they referred to that, to the first game as the Black Mesa Incident. They do definitely call whatever the fuck happened. Maybe they even call that in the second game, I don't remember. Jesus. How do I even do all these acrobatics? Insane stunts. You know what? I have so many healing items and I barely lost any health. I think I'm fine. I wonder if it's Yakuza when you're going on like hard difficulty. You definitely can make the game harder for yourself. You know, you can like start a new game, start on hard, put on the fucking enigmatic picture or whatever it's called. And now there's fat people now. I absolutely despise obesity. Dispose of them. And never mind, the dude with a knife deals some damage. Ow, shit. I was watching these like MMAs recently with my friends, and I don't know, I don't really give a fuck. I only gave a shit to hang out with my friends and eat some pizza. I ordered some really good ones, buffalo tomatoes. I thought I would just pick them up like that. I don't know what else was, but they were good. Pizza review? I don't think I'll do that. One time I ate something during a fucking Let's Play, it was in my Team Fortress 2 Let's Play, where I was eating a hot dog. And then the other episode I was eating like some Oreo rip-offs. I remember that. Man, that fucking hot dog was so good. I want it back. Fuck. Wait, this guy's a boss fight. I didn't even notice there was a boss fight going on. So focused on my shitty ass stories. I don't even know what I'm doing exactly. I'm just mashing buttons. Yeah, so Realms Deep. I was kind of looking forward to just watch that, but I was not exactly looking forward to any game that I knew they would like announce that someone's working on. New Blood was announced and stuff like that, where they were talking about the fucking equipment bag for like 20 minutes. There were some like nice goofs and gags. There was like a gag where someone like walked into where they were making the stream with like a 12 pack of Monster Energy Ultra. Alright. Man, you got me. I was about to hang out with cute girls. Oh, but look, those aren't cute girls. Those are some creepy dudes. I would have never expected that. That dude didn't exactly hit me. Kinda missed very badly. Fuck, I keep pressing the wrong button to block. I guess it was because I was playing Witcher a lot recently. And I got to level 20 something, 25 I believe I am. I don't know what is the level cap in Witcher 3, but I would like to get some like best armor in the game when I reach the level cap. Because technically the whole reason I'm replaying the entire game is because I wanted to do the DLCs. Because I bought the Game of the Year edition and I wanted to do the DLCs that I never did. But you could do them from the beginning, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna replay the game. Because this is a good fucking game, so why wouldn't I want to replay it and re-experience it again? And I gotta say, when I was like in the opening location, the whatever it was called, the white something, and I felt like, man, I cannot fucking get used to these controls, you know? Like, I'm keep trying to do some combos with the light attacks and the heavy attacks. I was, by the way, I was playing on hard by accident. I picked hard. So what I thought the difficulties were, it was easy. No, I thought the difficulties were like this. Really easy. It was really easy, medium, and hard. But I think what the difficulties really are is easy, medium, hard, and really hard. So I was playing on hard. Because my health did not replenish as much as I would like to. I know you make potions and stuff to replenish your health, but to make a potion in this game, you have to collect ingredients and all that shit. I didn't really care to do that. I completely do not care about alchemy in Witcher 3. Which I know, maybe someone will say like, that's not the way you play Witcher, you fucking piece of shit. Well, whatever, man, I don't give a shit. I ain't telling you how to play games. Someone might say that I shouldn't keep using the one fighting style in this game. But I don't give a fuck, man. Yeah, and I've switched to normal, and now every time I meditate for just an hour I gain back health, which is really useful between fights to do that. And also, I came up with like a... It's not a tactic, but this is the way I like to play the game. So I'm pretty much only exclusively using Quen as my spell because it gives me a shield, so anytime I fuck something up by accident, yeah, I might use one. Can I eat the fish? Can I? I'll throw it away. Fuck that fish. Check it out, full health just from one bottle, so I'm kind of overpowered right now. Yeah, and I'm using Quen just in case I fuck up so I get an additional hit, which is very nice. And I'm only using the light attacks because I invested in the light attacks skill tree, which made so I deal more damage with my light attacks. Ooh, like Indiana Jones. And thanks to that, I don't even fucking use heavy attacks at all. Because, my light attacks are just better, so I just keep spamming square. Evading. I learned that when you press circle, you do like a quick step. Like in this game, if I press X, I do a quick step. You do that in Witcher by pressing circle. And if you press X, you do like a roll. Which that roll I'm only using when I'm in a fight and an enemy's far away. Or for example, when you're fighting golems and they have like an area attack, where they, attack and they make like rocks come out all around them. Fucking more of these jackasses. Is there just one fucking heat move I can do with my bat? This one. So, yeah, and that's what I'm doing basically. Anytime there's an enemy far away, I roll up to them. I'm keep quick stepping all their attacks, because I feel like attacks in Witcher 3 are very nicely telepath. Telepath? No, what the fuck am I saying? They're very nicely shown, like when an enemy kind of swing their sword back, just to swing it forward at you. Now that's another thing, I'm only kind of blocking with enemies that use weapons. I don't think you can block like a werewolf. So I'm totally into this fucking game now. Playing it so fucking much recently. This week a new DLC to Borderlands 3 comes out too, so I'm probably gonna beat that. Thank God I got a bat. Motherfucker ain't get nothing on me when I got a bat. Ah shit, maybe he does have something on me. Oh, he has like a long health or shit. Do this over and over. What's he doing? Ah, fuck. Well, he brought me to my knees. Can't do that. How can I not block everything? How do I lose? I'm the one who wins. Yeah, so if you were curious whether I am or not gonna do a Witcher Let's Play, Witcher 3. So it's just so you don't fucking think that I was playing Witcher 2 all this time. I was playing Witcher 3, so see, I fucking missed something if I didn't went back here. And drink those, I guess. Even these ones give me like all my health back. Maybe I overpaid for these red ones. Look, another one. Don't really need them. Wait, is that how they're supposed to? Oh, even more of them. And what did you thought, game? That I'm not fucking fully stacked with healing items? Well, I hate to disappoint you, but I am. Look guys, it's Sera, he's the final boss. Oh, that's the fucking game. I was trying to remind myself of what game is coming out in November besides Cyberpunk 2077. I was trying to think of that in my Half-Life Let's Play. I was like, what is the game? It's Yakuza 7. I remember now. a little too fucking late. Cause I just thought when Majima yelled Sera that he's... And then Sera just started speaking Japanese and I was like, wait, what? Oh yeah, this game is in Japanese, I forgot. Yeah, you're fucking little clowns in makeup. And I had to beat the fuck out of every single one of them. What is with this fucking music? It goes like with fucking fantasy bullshit. It sounds like some kind of music if you would enter a scary cave. And it goes like, ooh. I wonder what could possibly happen in this spooky scary cave. Oh look, a giant spider. You know what, like, Witcher, right? Seems like, at first glance, Witcher seems like any other fucking generic fantasy franchise, but it has some unique flavor to it, you know? Maybe because it's like more set in the Slavic mythologies and everything. But then like if you go to Skellige, they all pray for Freya and everything. Well, it definitely does have an interesting take on the world. Because of its like all the monsters and shit like that. I don't know. I like it more than like Elder Scrolls or whatever. That was a thing I was thinking of recently. You know what Witcher would heavily benefit from? Because when I was playing the game, I was like, also try to like maybe watch some videos, someone talking about the lore. I found this channel called Witcher George. He kind of talks about the lore, and I was listening to him a little bit because I was interested. So in the Witcher universe, not just for universe, there are these Witcher schools, you know. Obviously the main one is the School of the Wolf, where Geralt is from, all his friends are from, his dad kind of Vesemir is from, right? They're all from that school. But there's like more schools. For example, there's School of the Cat, which are like assassins. Like they hunt monsters and humans, so it's like, and they're more about being very fast and agile instead of... I'd say Wolf is like a kind of a slightly less agile but more powerful, so they're kind of like the default one. You know, they're kind of like just the default guys. Then there's the School of the Cat, who are like more agile and they're more like ruthless and killers. There's a School of the Griffin, which I believe those guys are like focused on magic. And maybe not focused, but they're like better at using magic. Then there is my most interesting, in my opinion, School of the Bear, which you can get the School of the Bear armor in the game, and it's like the fucking heaviest, best armor in the game. This is the one I want to get. I still didn't got it, but I would like to get that one. Sera's kind of weird because you never fight him in Yakuza Kiwami. This is the only time you see Sera fight. Like fist to fist. And you know, like everybody in Japan, Sera knows Kung Fu. He has this fucking annoying move where he does like a side sweep kick. Like this one. And this is like a move you cannot fucking stop him from doing. You might think like, oh Sera, he's kind of a pushover, man. I'm like fucking him up pretty well, but I think like halfway through the fight he does something and he just goes insane. Some insane stunts. Yeah, and I was like, oh man, I wonder what they're like the Witchers from all these different schools. Did I fucked up with... No, I didn't. Thank God I know how to break dance. I knew it would save my life. Yeah, so I was like, I bet there's like some awesome fucking lore about Witcher, the bear school, right? But it turns out there's like nothing about the fucking bear school, and there's so many schools, like the Griffin school, the Manticore school, the Leshen school, and there's like nothing about them. Only thing that the guy I was watching on YouTube said that there's a legend of the bear school Witcher who one time came to Skellige and he was tasked to destroy some motherfucker, and he like I think overdone it or something, and they fucking cast him away because he fucked up like more than just that guy. And you know, like the idea, like I noticed what people said in the comments of that video, that they like the idea of these Viking witchers that are all about the fucking heavy weapons, and maybe instead of swords they use axes. Like, fuck yeah, that sounds fucking awesome. Like another comment I saw under one of his videos I thought was really awesome was an idea for the School of the Kraken. Like maybe those are the witchers that solve sea related problems, you know? If there's like a monster in the sea, these guys sail away and they destroy the monster. So they might not even be using swords, because what is a sword gonna do against a sea creature? They might be using cannons and fucking whatever else. Actually, I don't think there's cannons in Witcher universe. I haven't seen one, so I don't know what else they could be using, but something. Maybe they're like focused on crossbows and bows, and they just shoot the fuck out of these monsters. Cause it's her brother Majima, you fucking dumbass. Yeah, and I thought, like, you know how in Elder Scrolls you have the games, which are like the base lower source. Another thing I like about the games is how, for example, Elder Scrolls V, Skyrim, it takes place like 100 fucking years after 4. So characters you met in 4 are probably long dead, they're completely not related to 5, and they're only like myths and legends and like part of history now. Which is really cool, because now it's like it's time for you to make more history. And you know, in Elder Scrolls V, if it takes place even more in the future, you might learn, you know, there's probably definitely going to be references to Skyrim. I can already guarantee you they will make a fucking arrow to the knee reference. Maybe they will make guards say that again. That would be kind of funny, actually. If they just simply change around that line and they'll make guards say it again, that would be fucking cool. Yeah, so the benefit Elder Scrolls has, it has all the books, and it has so much lore about the books, right? Because in the books, it's not like just retelling the game, kind of like what the games are, they're retelling the Witcher books. And in the Netflix TV show also simply retells the story from the beginning. The more of the book story, not like the game, but yeah, and what I'm trying to say is this franchise would benefit so fucking much if, like, fans were allowed to write genuine canon books to the plot, kind of like in Star Wars. So, you know, you have the movies, then you have like spin-off games that add little details. For example, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, it recanonized yellow lightsabers, which showed up at the end of episode 9, as much as I fucking hated that movie, but whatever. And yellow lightsabers showed up at the end for no fucking reason. And yeah, see, if you wouldn't know where the fuck the yellow lightsaber came from if you didn't play Fallen Order, which I still didn't exactly know why. Like none of the story in Fallen Order made it come back. It's just the fact that you could have a yellow lightsaber, so I guess now they brought it back to canon. You know, so how Disney fucked up the canon by making everything not canon. I guess it's now up to fans to recanonize their favorite parts. So Star Wars is back to being complex, full of little details, full of interesting characters that have nothing to do with the main story. And all this cool shit, you know? And I think that's what Witcher would benefit from. For example, let's have a fan who would write a book all about the Bear School. You would find out that maybe they made witches in a different way than other schools. Maybe they have some different fucking history, maybe they have some different heroes they looked up to, maybe they have some different fucking things they believed in, maybe they have different methods of dealing with monsters, maybe they dealt with different monsters in a different region. There's so much fucking potential to the Witcher world, but the fact that it's limited to just Geralt and his surroundings is kinda sucks, you know? And I was thinking, one of the ideas I really liked for Witcher 4 was, because people said like, oh, Witcher 4 will probably follow Siri, and it will just be set after Witcher 3, which is what I believe it will be. I'm pretty sure it will be that. Oh, Saga was shot him, oh no. I used this for a thumbnail, I remember that.
Nice 連携プレーだぜ、真面目ちゃん。俺
Thanks.
に打たせるためにこいつを丸腰にしてくれたんだろ。
Yeah, kind of. That's it, Sera's dead, he will not show up in the next game.
こいつか。牧村誠を託された不動産やって。
So,
喜べよ。
the other idea I had that I thought was really cool, because I always love prequels, like Metal Gear 3, and was that maybe you could follow Vesemir when he was younger? Because supposedly Vesemir, because I looked into it a little bit, Vesemir is like 600 years old. Around that, maybe more, maybe less. And Geralt is like 100 years old, so what if you would follow Vesemir when he was 100 years old? You could meet like Geralt when he was just a teenager, when he was trained, or maybe didn't even live. I guess not even live, because that would be even before Geralt. So maybe you could, you know, followed Vesemir when the School of the Witchers were like really prominent. There was like a shit ton of witches in the Wolf School, not just like a couple of them. But then I realized that I looked into this lore, and Vesemir in his younger days, he was a fencing instructor in the Witcher School. So I guess he wasn't, but then, well, you know, he's a Witcher, so he shares you all this knowledge about monsters, so he definitely has to hunt monsters down. Some, maybe not a lot, but some at least, right? So, I don't know, my other idea I had was, how about a Witcher game that's completely unfucking related to anything else? How about call it Witcher and some subtitle? You know, so it doesn't imply that it's Witcher 4, it's just like a spin-off. Kinda like what I recently thought with Watch Dogs, you know, there's Watch Dogs 1, Watch Dogs 2, and the new one is called Watch Dogs Legion, it's not called Watch Dogs 3. So, and it has completely different gameplay, you know, with like all the, it doesn't have a main character, it has like a bunch of them, that you kinda choose which one do you wanna be the main one. Which sounds really interesting, so it's kinda like a spin-off, you know? Almost, it's just like a, instead of being like, oh, 2D fucking platformer Watch Dogs, made for a quick buck or something, it's like an actual, genuine, really high budget spin-off, kind of. Except it doesn't spin off all that much. And I guess it will still be canon to the story, but whatever. So, how about Witcher something? And I was thinking, dude, how about this, you know? How about just set it somewhere completely unfucking related and only make like little nods to the main like story? And I thought, like, how about you set it in... So, you know, how the fucking Novigrad and the fucking Velen and whatever the fuck else is the main place in Witcher, it's kind of based in Poland, right? And Skellige is kind of like Sweden, because they're all like fucking Vikings and shit. How about you set it even deeper in Sweden? Or fucking Norway or whatever. You're gonna say like, oh, further to the north, after you pass Skellige, there's like an even bigger island. We call it the Norway, or not that. Guess Norway's copyrighted. Or not. Actually, there are countries' names copyrighted. That would be weird, whatever. Kiryu Kazuma. Majima said it. That's the only fucking time one character makes a reference to the other main character. It's the only fucking time in the main story. Majima says Kiryu's name in that one cutscene. Great! We're back to this fucking place. Great. Great. Oh look, Kiryu's down here. That's cool. Sure does. No. No fucking clue what you're talking about. Look guys, I'm gonna say it, we're halfway through the game. I don't know if it's true, but I'm gonna assume it is. We're halfway through this series. Yeah, so I think... I don't know, man. I was also thinking about like how about you make like a 2D hack? Oh my fucking god. I remember. I thought I came up with something fucking awesome. How about this? How about here's a plot. Somewhere far away in the Witcher universe, in like a country, maybe in the past. Let's say, I don't know, maybe it's the fucking same area, whatever. A castle showed up and there's a vampire inside. And you take control of a completely different new Witcher. I don't know, his name is Witcher Oda. How about that? And he's the Manticore school. There's a school of Manticore, so how about that? He's the Witcher from the Manticore school and he goes to the castle to destroy a vampire that lives there. And also get rid of the castle because it's like a haunted place or something. And basically it's just a fucking Castlevania Symphony of the Night, but you take care of a Witcher. You have all these spells you can use, you have 2 swords and you change which one you use, you know, you fight like new monsters that you add to the fucking lore, maybe you meet like other characters that fucking add more to the lore. Don't you think that's a great fucking idea? Just make a fucking Castlevania Symphony of the Night ripoff. But with Witchers, add like the spells and shit in Witcher lore and Witcher monsters. You know, like the main bad guy is some vampire that's not Dracula, but he's kinda like Dracula. And here you go, you fucking have a great game, and everybody who's like thirsty for a new Castlevania game will be like, oh shit, look at that, Witcher fucking took care of that. You know, just simply make some other fucking indie studio, cause CD Projekt Red isn't even like, they're a fucking indie studio too, except they're just really rich now. Well, I don't think I could qualify them as an indie studio. I think they're too rich to be an indie studio now. So, you know, it's kind of like, wait, I should probably finish the episode. So just simply, I don't know, make something to expand on the fucking lore. I'm thirsty for more info of this world, but there's like nothing about it. So see you fuck off, you piece of fucking shit. So annoying. Anyway, see you fellas in the next episode, bye.